Hello friends, these days compact SUVs are big business, but if you don't want to spend that kind of cash on a compact SUV and want something more affordable, more practical and more fuel efficient, then these two cars are perfect for you. Now this of course is the Ford Freestyle and this is the Honda WRV, but which one is better to drive, which one is better to sit in and which one offers you the better build quality, I'll tell you all these things on today's video review. But before that, here's a small request, please do follow me on Instagram. My handle is AshishMasih1. It's flashing below your screen. It's also in the description box. You can also follow me on Facebook. My handle over there is Ashish Masih Cars. And also, before going further, please do subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon to receive all our notifications first. Thanks for watching. Well, so if we talk about comparisons with the Freestyle, then this car's cabin feels a lot more bigger, a lot more brighter, and a lot more area. That's because you get this sunroof, which that car doesn't get. You also get these small windows over here, which makes it feel larger. And just the ambience over here feels like it is a much bigger car than the Freestyle is. In terms of quality, it's at par with the Freestyle. In terms of utility places, again, it's at par with that car. In terms of seat comfort, this one is slightly ahead of the Freestyle because the support for your lower back is better and support for your under thigh is also better. Special mention has to be made about this bottle holder over here because this bottle holder helps you keep your beverage chilled on that long highway trip. Overall, I'll give this one a strong score of 9 out of 10. So the first thing they'll truly appreciate about this car is this. Very reassuring and a very solid noise. That's something that the WRV can't reproduce. Unfortunately though, you don't get a sunroof like you do in the WRV, but for safety you get 6 airbags as an option, which is something which that car again doesn't offer. Now in terms of the overall touchscreen, this one is better. It's nicer to use, it's more easy to operate. The view also is good because it is very bright and it's also very colorful, so it's ahead in that department. And this car also comes with 9 cup holders, 3 over here and 3 each in the door bins. So that's something which you'll appreciate on a long highway trip. The downside is that the seats aren't as comfortable as the ones on the WRV, and the dials also look a bit outdated. Overall, if I had to give it a score out of a 10, I'll give this one 8 and the WRV gets a 9. Well, compared to the Freestyle, it's a complete no-brainer. This car definitely has better knee room, better headroom, better seat comfort. It's also a wider car, so you can sit 3 in better comfort, and you don't get windows which go all the way down, but it's a huge and large glass area. You also get a quarter glass window here. So in general, the space on offer is much bigger and much better, and I would give this one a strong score of 9 out of 10 over the Ford Freestyle. Well, so as you can see, in terms of the space on offer, the Freestyle is behind the WRV. Knee room and headroom both are lower than that car, and also that car feels a lot more airy, a lot more brighter because of that little window over here, and also the windows on that car are much bigger than this one. So this one definitely loses out on the back seat comparison. Now in terms of the seat comfort, the seats are comfortable, the cushioning is very good, and the support for the lower back is also very good. So that is something which is a bit of a saving grace. I'll give this car's back seat a good score of 8 out of 10 because of the seats, because the seats themselves are comfortable, but that one gets a stronger score of 9. Well, so if you're planning to buy your car primarily for the city, then I would suggest that you buy the WRV because this car offers you much easier controls. This car's steering wheel is much lighter than the Freestyle. The gearbox is also much lighter to use, and the visibility is also better because you sit much more higher than the Freestyle, and the glass area also is much better. You get this quarter glass window here, which gives you better view when you're cutting it around those circles. So yes, in terms of visibility, in terms of seating posture, as well as the controls, it's a nicer car. The diesel engine on this car though is a little louder than the one on the Freestyle. So if you rev it hard and you're going on the highway, then sometimes it can get a little loud inside the cabin. That's the only negative that this car has. But the diesel is more fuel efficient and it offers you good fuel efficiency figures. The petrol engine is an VTEC motor, which is nice to drive, and it offers you a good ride as well. The ride comfort is decent of this car. If you're driving it primarily in the city, it offers you a nice co-setting ride, but on the highway it doesn't have that same kind of stability that the Freestyle displays. In isolation, it's not bad, but since we are comparing these two cars today, so in comparison department, that one definitely has the advantage. Now the steering wheel on this car is light, but it feels quite accurate and offers you good feedback as well. Now it's not in the same league as the Freestyle, because the Freestyle just puts a smile in your face, but even then, as point A to B transport, the steering wheel on this car offers you decent and generous feedback. Now what you like about this car are the high set seats, because they give you a good view of the road ahead. You can see further down the road, and that gives you a sense of greater confidence. And this posture, this high set seat posture, also gives it greater authority as a compact SUV or as a compact crossover than the Freestyle does. So that's something that you need to remember before you make your buying decision. Well, so the first thing that you'll truly appreciate about the Freestyle is its steering wheel. What a direct steering wheel this car offers you. It is just an enjoyable car to drive, and it's communicative, it's direct, it just feels very responsive, and it's very accurate as well. So all the good words, all the positives that there are in the market, I'll say those words for the steering wheel. It really is a very engaging car to drive, and not only a steering wheel, also the chassis of this car is very dynamic. In fact, if you're in the market for any hatchback but you want something with a little more personality, then I would suggest that even if you're in the market for a Figo or a Neos or a Swift or an i20, then forget all those cars and just get this one, because this car is better to drive than all of them out there. Now the chassis also feels very agile, and this car loves to change directions quickly. The gearbox also is a joy to operate. In fact, on some days you'll just be changing gears, because changing gears is such an enjoyable experience on this car. What you'll also like is the very good ride comfort on this car. No matter what speeds you're doing, you might be doing slow city speeds, you might be doing fast highway speeds, this car offers you a very co-setting ride, and it feels very pliant. Even if you're going over those badly patched roads in the city or maneuvering your car over those rumble strips, then this car will soak in all those bumps. So dynamically and driving wise, Ford has really sorted out the chassis and the overall ride quality on the Freestyle. Now this car comes with two engine options. There's a 1.2 petrol and there's also a 1.5 diesel. The diesel is the most powerful one at this price point, and it's a very good motor to drive. It's enjoyable to drive. This engine responds from about 1400 or 1500 RPM, which makes it a very, very good car for city driving, because you don't have to wait for that turbo to spool and after 2000 RPM for the power to come in. So it's enjoyable to drive because it's like a petrol motor, and it's also very good in terms of refinement. Now talking about the petrol, the 1.2 petrol is also quite decent. It offers you a linear power delivery and it also offers you good refinement. It's also quite responsive. It responds from about 1200 1300 RPM, and it is quite a nice and tractable motor as well. So both the diesel and the petrol are quite good to drive. So overall what I'm trying to say is that if you are in the market and you call yourself a keen driver, then this is a great little package for you. It's good to drive, it's good for ride comfort, and it's good for the steering wheel as well as gearbox accuracy as well. Both these cars are equally talented in both different directions. This one offers you a much bigger cabin and a much bigger boot, and it also offers you a very silky smooth 1.2 litre petrol VTEC motor. That said, if you want the ultimate driver's car at this price point, then nothing beats the Ford Freestyle. It also offers you the better ride, and the build quality is definitely superior to the Honda WRV. You let me know in the comment section below by debating amongst yourselves and tell me which one is the better car. I think they're both equally good and both deserve your attention. It's bye for now, and thanks for watching.